We both have a different story here. We're going through a divorce. I was never aware of leasing the pony for 6 months.
I'd like to, at this time, move from a defendant to a witness for the plaintiff.
Can I get the pony back?
We owe this lady the money.
My baby,
That's completely unreasonable.
Like,
If you want to fight, I can get you boxing gloves, but we're not here for that. My first case ever with worms.
Come here, Sophie. Get him, Rusty.
Can I say something?
No. If she hadn't had an oral agreement, how do you do? I know you've all been sworn. I've read your complaint, ma'am. You sold a horse or a pony and some pony equipment to the defendants?
Yes.
When was that?
When I originally, they leased the pony for approximately 6 months previous to buying it. And they purchased the pony March 1st of '96 with some equipment with it. Now, it goes back even further than that. Earlier than that, it was
What was the purchase price, ma'am?
$800.
$800 for both?
Yes,
The
together.
equipment and the pony?
Yes. Then they purchased some more equipment later on from me. I have it all. I have it all listed here. It first starts out with we lent them $900 to purchase a car, and they slowly paid it
You
off.
didn't lend me $900, you lent him, and I was never aware of leasing this pony.
All right, well, I can only hear one at a time, so
Okay.
please don't interrupt. Wait till I call on you, please. All right.
And
I don't want to go back to all that. We're now talking about a pony and some equipment.
yes, but part of what they owed was with that money too, also. But it's all listed here. They paid off and on for a long time. Then they purchased the additional $623.20 tack back in July 9th of '96.
Is this a business you're in, ma'am?
No, I hurt my back and decided I wasn't going to have any more horses, so I sold everything. We made an agreement for them
Do
to
you have
pay.
an accounting there that
Yes, I do.
All right, let
I have
me
it
see
all
that.
listed, and
Have you seen this?
Yes.
Okay.
they have gotten
Let's get to the end line. What do you claim they owe you?
$900, and you have my paper. 900.
Right here it says $925.20.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. When was the last time they made a payment? That's on here too, I
It's on
guess.
there also. Yes, it was a year ago, November 5th of '97.
Okay. Well, you've seen this accounting.
Yes.
Did you buy this pony and the equipment that's listed on here?
Yes,
Now,
we did.
We both have a different story here. We're going through a divorce. I was never aware of leasing the pony for 6 months. He came home with the pony approximately 4 years ago. And as far as him making a payment last November,
What's the status of your divorce?
it was final on the 3rd, pending issues of this month.
What about the community property?
That's what the issues are pending.
Of next month, Your Honor, of October.
That is the property you own plus the debts that you may have incurred?
All the debts that we have, I have since filed bankruptcy.
When did you file bankruptcy?
I was in court for the bankruptcy on July 19th. I filed prior to that.
Did you list these debts?
I have listed everything. I did not know
No, I
owed
know.
Barbara
Did you
money.
list the debts that she's talking about?
I have since amended my bankruptcy.
Pardon me?
I've amended my bankruptcy to list Barbara.
To list that?
Yes, because she came to get this pony when I was in court on July 19th, when my mom was home. And I would have listed her prior, but I didn't know I owed her any money. That deal is between John and her, not me.
The pony was bought originally for my daughter to do horse shows with. And
Is that your daughter?
yes, sir, it is.
What's your name, young lady?
Michaela?
Speak up.
Michaelan?
Michaela. I
Michaela.
have pictures and belt buckles that she's won off this pony, if you'd like to see them. And I have videotapes.
Well, I'm sure they'd be nice, but I don't know what they're going to prove. Let me see them. Sorry.
The pictures that you'll see up there are for trail rides that we went on with the pony and horse shows that we went on that she was riding a pony.
Was the pony purchased for your daughter?
Yeah, the pony we had got for our daughter to ride.
Yes.
You want to narrate what this is about?
This is a horse show, a gymkhana show, where this is one of our first gymkhana shows on the pony, which are speed events, and I'm walking her through this event.
Michaela's really happy with the pony, Your Honor. She loves the pony.
You like
this
that
is the
pony,
reason
Michaela?
why we had bought the pony for her in the first place.
Michaela, did you ever sit up with a judge up here? Would you like to come up here and sit with me?
Go up there.
Come on up here. I'm not a horse, but
I was there not on the 19th of,
okay. You want to be my pal? Good. Okay.
I
She
was
looks
there
very
not on the
happy.
19th of July, but on the 17th of July.
You showed up the day I was in court for my bankruptcy, and that was the 19th of July. To
I
get
showed
the
up
pony.
on the 17th. Sheriff Woodland was there,
and
and it was on the 17th.
No, it was the 19th. It was the day before my birthday. It was the 19th. And that's the morning you came to get the pony, was when I was in court.
Did you get the pony?
No,
No.
I didn't. They wouldn't give me the pony.
Well, if she
And-
gave you the pony, she might be in trouble with the bankruptcy court.
She did list the pony as an asset, but she doesn't own the pony. I
I've
own
had
the
the pony
pony.
for
They owe
4
me
years.
money
I
on the
assumed I
pony
did.
still,
She's still the owner.
even though they still owe me money.
Yes.
She's still the owner.
She's still the owner.
Okay, well,
Yeah. Young lady, I have a granddaughter. It's almost your age. Okay, I'm going to let you go back now, okay?
Your Honor, I'd like to, at this time, move from a defendant to a witness for the plaintiff, if I may.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay. Just walk on over there.
No, you don't have to go there. Just stay
okay.
where you are. What do you want to tell me?
She did know about the pony that we purchased. We were both over there when we purchased this pony. We
You
were
brought
together.
the pony home. I didn't go with you to bring the pony
We were
home.
both there when we got this pony and the equipment, the tack that we're talking
You're
about.
claiming this is a community property debt?
Yes, sir, it is.
And you say you're testifying for her?
Yes.
For 2 years, he has told
I'm smiling
her and
because
I
you're really
different
not helping
stories.
her at all.
Well, we owe this lady the money, and for,
But if she's filed bankruptcy
yes,
and listed this debt in bankruptcy, and it is a community property debt, you both owe equally.
exactly.
Then the bankruptcy stays that, and because of the bankruptcy, she can't collect from either one of you.
Well, I didn't file.
I
She
solely
filed.
Does it make a difference which one of you filed? You've testified it's a community property debt. She's listed it in her bankruptcy.
I have no knowledge of that. I don't have a copy of her bankruptcy or any
You
of
have a
them.
copy of the bankruptcy?
excuse me, I filed before she listed me. I filed
Wouldn't make any difference, ma'am.
with this.
Before, if she filed bankruptcy before the adjudication of this claim,
What's adjudication, excuse me?
adjudication means judging
Judging of the claim.
it. Judging of the claim, yes. Do you have a copy of the bankruptcy petition?
No, I don't. I have my original. I don't have the copy of the paperwork of amending Barbara in my bankruptcy.
But
I don't have a copy of any of this paperwork at all, Your Honor. She has not given me a copy. I haven't got a copy from her attorneys, my attorneys, nobody.
He had told me, September 5th of last year, of '97, he had said to me that he was going to be paying payments every week and talk to...
It wouldn't make any
and didn't
difference.
make
If they are
payments.
asserting a defense of the filing of the bankruptcy, I'm going to take a recess and make absolutely sure, but I'm pretty sure that you're not going to prevail. I hate to give you a preview, but unless I find something in my chambers looking up some additional law, I don't think you're going to prevail.
Can I get the pony back? They
No.
owe me still money on the pony. I still have the registration of the pony.
The
He's willing,
registration
he's
means
saying
nothing to me.
that...
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I can't do that.
Your
No,
Honor?
Not under these circumstances.
If she's in bankruptcy and I'm not, and it's
I
community
told you it's
property
community
still.
property and
Exactly.
community debts.
Exactly, but does that mean that I can't have control of this pony and she gets her, or is it?
The bankruptcy
I
court will
understand
get it.
this. I see.
and sell it, help to pay her debts.
Thank
Be
you.
right back.
This lady could have prevented the whole thing if she had just walked away with her dogs, but she kept on coming and coming to the fence.
It was chained, but he was able to squeeze through.
Remain seated and come to order. This court is again in session.
The law is very specialized, and I know what I know and I know what I don't know. And the reason I took a recess was to make sure of what I had said, and I was not completely accurate. I called a bankruptcy lawyer because I had very little experience in bankruptcy, and I wanted to make sure what I was talking about and that it was correct. The defendant, Payne, says this was a community property debt. The the pony was purchased for my little adopted granddaughter over there. And I believe this was a community property debt. But since the defendant, Christina, filed for bankruptcy and lists the pony and the debt, there's a stay with respect to her. She's not liable. If the defendant, Payne, had filed for bankruptcy, you couldn't collect against either one. But since he has not yet filed for bankruptcy, I don't know if he will or he won't, but even if he does, as to your debt, he's still liable. Can't do anything about the pony, but insofar as the money is concerned, you're entitled to what is owed to you, which is $925. So my judgment is for the plaintiff against Payne only for $925.
The story that didn't get told today was that how we both owed this lady the money, and my soon-to-be ex was telling me that she was paying for it and that it was supposed to be taken care of.
You told me for
and
2
it was
years you
being
didn't know her
taken care of.
anything.
So that's what it all boils down to.
He's the one that was making payments to her behind my back and told me for 2 years he didn't owe her a dime.
Behind her back, it's hard to do that when I'm an over-the-road truck driver and I'm not home, and she's taking care of business at home, supposed to be, so
Okay.
that's real hard to do.
They were making, they both, the signature was Christina and John, both on the checks, different times.
When I was home,
So
I would make
you know,
payments
they
to
were
her. When I
making-
was not home,
they were
she was
making the
supposed to be making
payments.
payments is what the deal
And-
is, and it just wasn't getting done.
I think
So,
they weren't talking to each other either. And I'm
communication is very
sorry
bad.
that it's boiling down to this. I'm really happy. I got the money, and Michaela's going to get the pony, and
I'm happy too.
she deserves it. I mean, Oreo is perfect for her. As you saw on the tape, she's just gorgeous on her. And she can ride her now, I know, all by herself.
She proceeded to tell me that my dog attacked her dog, bit him on the neck, had her dog by the neck.
I told him that he could not come into my house because I did not know him.
If she had even asked about the dog, I would never even have considered taking it to court.
The Animal Court is now in session. The Honorable Joseph A. Wapner, Judge presiding.
I know you've all been sworn. I have read your complaint, ma'am. You claim your dog was bitten by the defendant's dog?
Yes, that's right, sir.
Where did this happen?
This happened in the park in West Covina.
Park, okay. And was your dog on a leash?
Yes, it was.
Were you holding the leash?
Yes, I was.
Will you tell me what happened?
When I got to the park, I saw this woman walking her dog. She was about halfway around the park. He was on a leash at that time. Made sure both the dogs, that the leash was secure. and I started walking around the park. She was over at this end, I was walking around.
How far away was she?
Oh,
Approximately.
about 2 blocks, because the park is almost 3 blocks long.
Okay.
As I say, she was walking with the dog. I've been walking the dog in the park for 5 years, every morning.
Just tell me what happened. I don't want history.
Okay. As I came around to the other end of the park, her dog was loose at this time in a fenced-in Little League field. And her dog charged the gate, was barking and snarling, so I had trouble controlling my dogs that were on the path. Came around, and there's a stand there. Past the stand, started to go down the path, still on the outside, when her dog was able to squeeze through the gate. It was chained, but he was able to squeeze through. I knew as soon as he...
Don't give me that, but just tell me what happened, ma'am.
I was trying to control the 2 dogs when he charged, attacked my dog.
Which dog did he attack?
This one.
Okay.
Grabbed him by the ear and ripped his ear, was ripping his ear off away from his head.
Was the ear actually ripped off?
Was 3/4 of the way ripped off.
3/4. Okay.
I have pictures to show it.
Let me see them. When were the pictures taken?
These pictures were taken the very next day at the vet's.
Have you seen these pictures, ma'am?
Yes.
Were you walking your dog in the park?
I was not walking my dog. I had my dog inside the baseball field with a fence and locked gates.
Was it on a leash at that time?
Not inside the field. It was not.
Why not?
Because I was going through the exercises with a dog, and when you exercise a dog, you let him loose. So when I saw her,
Did your dog get through the fence?
the dog did.
Did it bite the plaintiff's
and
dog's ear?
Her dog was right there on the fence, by the fence. First, it was on one side.
Are you claiming that her dog was at fault here?
Well, I feel that she was at fault and negligent, and the fact
Why?
that she could have walked away from there. Instead, she just kept on coming and coming and coming.
Walked away from where, ma'am?
Walk away from the field where I was, because she saw me exercising the dog. And the dog did not have, at that time, did not have a leash on, because once you take him inside the field to exercise him or go through the motions of obedience, you let him loose.
How long have you had the dog?
Well, the dog is 3 years old.
How long have you had the dog?
Well, I only had it for 2 weeks. The dog belongs to my son. And I was taking care of the dog myself.
You were taking care of the dog?
Yes, just like she was taking care of her son's dog.
Is it your son's dog, ma'am?
It was. It's my dog now.
It's your dog. Did you take the dog? You took the dog to a vet, you told me.
Yes, I did.
And the dog was operated on?
Yes, he was at the vet's.
The ear
for
was
almost-
reattached?
Yes.
Do you have a copy of the vet bill?
Yes.
And that's all you have? Just the receipts? No report from the vet?
Well, it shows what the vet did.
You want to say anything, sir?
I did speak to the lady when later that night, because I just wanted to find out exactly what happened to my dog and the situation that happened. So I went to her house, knocked on the door. I told her I wasn't there to start any trouble, to do anything. I just wanted to know what happened. And she proceeded to tell me that my dog attacked her dog, bit him on the neck, had her dog by the neck. So after that, I had proceeded to ask her if I could see her dog, and she refused. She would not let me see her dog. Did
you tell him that, ma'am?
He came to my house.
Ma'am, no, just answer my question. Did you tell him that?
I told him that he could not come into my house because I did not know him. I didn't know who he was.
Did you tell him that your dog bit his dog?
No, I most certainly did not.
But that didn't happen, did it?
That did not happen at all.
Okay. Anything else, ma'am?
Yes.
What?
If she had even asked about the dog, I would never even have considered taking it to court.
It's not relevant, ma'am.
Well,
We're here now.
it
Now we're
was
gonna-
relevant to me.
Well, maybe to you, but not to me. Anything else?
Yes, this lady could have prevented the whole thing if she had just walked away with her dogs, but she kept on coming and coming to the fence with her 2 dogs, and they were not on a leash, either one of them.
Was your dog barking at the time?
No, my dog doesn't hardly ever bark, but her dog was
Doesn't hardly
barking.
ever?
Well, he will once in a while. Naturally, every dog does. But at the time, he was more interested in getting out of the fence to get to her dog, and her dog was more interested in coming in the fence to get to my dog. So they got together.
Her dog didn't get through the fence, did it?
He did not, but mine got out of the fence.
I never left the path.
The defendant allowed her dog to be off a leash, albeit the fact that it was a fenced-in area of the Little League. But you still can't do that, ma'am, because it's public property. And this dog, whoa, ho, ho, is very difficult to control. It's readily apparent. So by allowing this dog off the leash, you violated that law and you were negligent. The damage done to this dog, the vet bills, I totaled them up to make sure it was correct. Judgment for plaintiff for $512.
The woman was completely hysterical. She had both of her hands up in the air and screaming, help me, help me, help me.
I was doing a lot of screaming. I was
You were
hysterical.
trying to get attention from somebody and the whole neighborhood.
And
then
the
that's
first
not
place,
all.
she did not break it up. A man pulled
Yes, I
up
did. No,
in
he
a
didn't have-
car and he had a stick.
He
I
had a
ran
2x2.
over. I ran over, grabbed the stick away, hit her dog, and that broke it up.
The gate was locked. I couldn't open it and I couldn't get
Ma'am,
out.
your
If I
dog-
had had a way to get out of there, I would have.
I'm not gonna- oh,
Because I have been doing that all this time. I have been avoiding a problem. No.
She has not been walking. I've been walking him for 5 years in that park, the same time, early in the morning. Have never seen her. Have never seen her dog.
But what happened to you
Just a
when-
minute. I didn't interrupt you. Her dog, obviously, is not a friendly dog.
Yes,
It doesn't.
it is.